Hello everyone, Ramya, Assistant Professor of CSC Department from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology, subject code CS3352, Foundations of Data Science, Unit 5, Topic, Density and Contour Plots, Histogram. It is used to display three-dimensional data in two dimensions using contours or solid-coded regions. There are three matplotlib functions that can be helpful for this task. plt.contour for contour plots, plt.contour for filled contour plots, plt.imshow for showing images. Next, we are going to see one example for visualizing a three-dimensional function. Here it can be created with the plt.contour function takes three arguments, a grid of x values, a grid of y values, and a grid of z values. Here the x and y values represent positions on the plot and the values will be represented by the contour levels. It is a way to prepare such data is to use np.meshGrid function, which builds two-dimensional grids from one-dimensional array. Next, we are going to see a few potential further with imshow. That means plt.imshow does not accept any x and y grid, so we must manually specify the extent xmin, xmax, ymin, ymax of the image on the plot. plt.imshow by default follows the standard image array definition, where the origin is the upper left, not in the lower left, is in most contour plots. This must be changed when showing gridded data. plt.imshow will automatically adjust the axis aspect ratio to match the input data. You can change this by setting some example to make x and y units matches. Next, we are going to see some examples. That is, it can sometimes to be useful to combine contour plots and image plots. We will use a partially transparent background image. That means through the alpha parameter overplot counters with labels on the contour themselves. For the contour, you are using the function plt.contour and you are going to mention the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and you can mention the color also. Next, we are going to see the histogram. It is the simple plot to represent the large data set. A histogram is a graph showing frequency distributions. It is a graph showing the number of observations within each given interval. Parameters plt.hist, it is used to plot a histogram. Here the function will use an array of numbers to create a histogram. The array is sent into the function as an argument. Bins, that means it displays a numerical data by grouping data into bins of equal length. Each bin is plotted as a bar whose height corresponds to how many data points are in that bin. It is also sometimes called as intervals, classes, or buckets. Normed, it is an histogram normalization is a technique to distribute the frequencies of the discogram over a wide range than the current range. Then the array of sequence array input values, this takes either a single array or a sequence of array which are not required to be of the same length. His type, that means it is an optional. Next, we are going to the type of histogram to draw. Bar, it is a traditional bar type histogram. If multiple data are given, the bars are arranged side by side. Bar stacked, it is a bar type histogram where multiple data that are stacked on top of each other. The step generates a line plot that is by default unfilled. Then two-dimensional histogram and binnings. That means we can create histograms in two dimensions by dividing points among two-dimensional bins. We would define x and y values. Here for we will start with defining some data on x and y array drawn from a multivariate Gaussian distribution. It is a way to plot a two-dimensional histogram. It is used in matplotlib function. Here it sample the example for the histogram. What are the functions you want? You can apply that function. You will get the particular graph. Thank you.